in this country, we're still down from peak production. You don't think there's anything that you can do in Congress or to convince the Biden administration? You don't think there's any regulations that need to be eased? You don't think there's any offshore activity, ANWR, Keystone, trying to get rid of some of the red tape for refineries? You don't think there's anything, you don't take any responsibility? It's just all a Putin price hike. That's what I meant about breaking ranks. I think Ro Khanna finally did say, you're headed to Saudi Arabia, and domestically we're not producing as much as we could here.
Yeah, part of the challenge domestically in terms of production is that the oil and gas companies have refused to actually act on the permits to drill that they currently have available to them.
That's kind of a red herring, Congressman. There's leases, there's also just the overall pressure from ESG and the green lobby about whether an oil company is going to make plans 5 or 10 years down the road when, a large part of the population wants to put them out of business completely. So would you invest hard-earned capital on a 5-year project or a 10-year project now if you were a fossil fuel company?
Yeah, I mean, it's not clear to me that the oil and gas companies really care that much about the so-called green lobby. They have made clear in their earnings calls and in their representations to shareholders that they do care about the record profits that they've been making on the backs of increased gas prices for the American people.
Well, they're not making what they made 10 years ago. So their records based on the last 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years. But no one, I don't remember you feeling bad for them when they lost $20 billion in 2020 either. So, I mean, it is a very volatile business that they're in. And unfortunately, that's the way capitalism works. Some years you do well, other years you don't do as well.